I guess I'll do this one in my kitchen today. Um, I wanted to talk about something. I wanted to talk about, um, address some things about the armed forces situation. Back in the 1930s, early 40s, I guess, well, up until 1940, the French army in Europe was considered the finest army in the world. Um, but they relied on antiquated doctrine. They were still thinking the next war would be like World War One, static trench warfare. But a new doctrine came along, the Blitzkrieg doctrine, and the finest army of the world, along with three other nations, Netherlands, Belgium, and Luxembourg. So four nations were wiped out in like 6 weeks. Finest army in the world, all right. Well, they couldn't stand up to Blitzkrieg. And people still think the American army is the finest army in the world as we turn woke. And there's a lot of things I want to say, but I think the algos will take it down. But as our armed forces go woke, we have this new armed forces that's weaker, wimpier, softer, and that breeds cowards. So, you know, our doctrines are antiquated. Our generals still think it's World War II. But the Chi-Coms, with their ginormous, huge, better trained army, who's also happened to have already learned from their previous wars, like their invasion of Vietnam, which was like a Pyrrhic victory back in the 70s. But if you don't think they learned a lot from that, then you're a fool. Same thing watching us. They've learned from our past triumphs when our army was actually something, when our army was actually respected, powerful. It's not anymore. Things don't last forever. So, all that being said, they've developed their fourth generation warfare doctrine. And the finest army in the world, that some people still wrongly believe, will be wiped off the map because we've been infiltrated, subverted, as you see our wokeness, and you're going to watch the finest army in the world get wiped away in a few days. That's all it'll take, just like in my documentary. So may Yeshua bless and keep you all always.